Nigel, what's your take on the 90 minutes?
Nothing in it. I didn't think up to their goal. They pressed, long throw-in, set plays and things like that. I thought we tried to get it down and play best we could. Didn't create too much, but I thought we had a good situation with little Caelan Vickers in the first half. Goal he tipped over the bar, just didn't quite drop for him. But I thought from the point, I can't remember what minute they scored, 50 odd minutes or something like that. I thought for the last 30 minutes or so, I thought we were absolutely brilliant. And the character we showed, and the spirit and everything gives us an awful lot of optimism going forward. When you're in this run, I think for the players to show as they did in the last 30 minutes, and the crowd to stick with us as they did as well, brilliant.
Yeah, you couldn't find a way through ultimately, but there was no one friend ever.
Oh, all over the pitch. We were putting the ball in there for good areas, and we feel for Jordan Rhodes because he's made his career from putting the chances at two very good chances today. You get one of them, you get a point. You get both of them, you win the game. And that's the difference at the moment. They get free from a corner, end up heading one in. We get a similar situation, and we're just not quite finishing them.
You handed a debut to Caelan Vickers, who you brought on loan from Reading, and he looked a real live wire.
Delighted with him. I think it's his first game for a year in terms of a Football League game, just probably 13 months. So very, very pleased. He's looked sharp in training. He's looked bright. He gives you a spark. He's probably the nearest thing we've got now to Davis in terms of somebody creating something individually.
Did the best of the chances, aside from that opportunity for Vickers, fall to your other debutant, Jordan Rhodes?
Yeah, they did. The two, I can't believe it. We can't believe it. I'll turn around, people in the stand, especially the first one. It's a brilliant header by Flinty, just cushioning it, and everybody's just waiting for it to hit the net. And I managed just to head it half a yard wide or something. That's the way it's going at the moment, I'm afraid. And that's the difference. That is it, and the difference. Another one-goal game. They defended very well, but we did create enough tonight. It wasn't as if we didn't have a shot or anything. I thought the last 30 minutes, I thought we were very good. Macca put some great balls in, and you're just waiting for one to break in the penalty area. Aaron Lewis had a good header, the goalie made a great save, and we just can't get a break in that 6-yard box.
Thought you might have got one right at the death with Stephen Quinn's volley.
Oh, maybe a yard or two either side of the goalkeeper and it's in, but he's hit it straight at him and game over. But we were, in terms of how we've been in the last 3 or 4 games, last 30 minutes was the best we've been, back to being us really. Especially on the back, we're low, we're down. We can't get a point to save our lives at the moment. So I think to show that sort of spirit was commendable.
You must be so disappointed with the decisive goal, because they're famous for set pieces, aren't they? Doing well at set pieces, Northampton.
That's all we've highlighted all week to the players, long throws. We did a lot of work on them and the set plays and everything, but it's just one man getting free and a header, and that costs you the game.
Does it feel like what could go against you is at the moment?
Oh, everything, with the injuries especially, to lose Will Evans on Wednesday training, Reedy in the, last week in the warm-up, Lee Gregory after half an hour tonight. It certainly feels like that. Just seeing them in the corridor downstairs, Deji, Fraser Blake, Tracy, and then Lee, Will Evans, Lewis Reed, Matty Craig, Rhys Oates. I think 6 or 7 players there who could make a difference.
With all the factors considered, is tonight's performance as good as you could give?
Yeah, I think second half certainly. I didn't think there was anything. We were a bit tentative in the first half. We changed shape a little bit to try and deal with their threat, and what they're doing at the moment, they're doing very well indeed, and closing you down and stopping you playing, putting the ball back on you. I thought Flinty dealing with everything tonight was brilliant. Him and Jordan, a couple of wrong decisions. We're always going to make those. The main thing we're looking for was we wanted a result, but the character that we showed tonight stands us in good stead.
Let's speak about players. Lewis Reed not in the 18 again?
No, still. He trained this morning for 10 minutes, and that's all he's done since the warm-up last Saturday at Shrewsbury, so didn't feel as though he was ready to come back in, but hopefully he should be okay for Tuesday.
Will Evans outside the squad as well?
Yeah, not outside the squad, injured. He slipped, got injured in the training pitches on Wednesday, which physio put down again to the surface, the same as with Lewis Reed. So it's really something we've got to look at.
And Lee Gregory had to go off, replaced by Jordan Rhodes after half an hour.
Yeah, his knee. He just felt something at the side of his knee again. I'm not sure. It didn't look too good when he just sat straight down. We'll know a bit more in the next couple of days.
You've had to register your squad recently. Could you tell us the latest on that?
Yeah, it's from the first half of the season. Tom Nichols, obviously, he's gone out. Rhys Oates has unfortunately dropped out with his knee. Callum McDonald's come back into it, and obviously Jordan Rhodes. So that completes just a couple of changes from the first half of the season.
How is Rhys Oates?
His knee's not quite right. He'll see a specialist again, I think, this week. What we want him to do is just concentrate now on, by not naming him, on just getting ready for the summer. Whatever, if he needs a little clean out or something like that. He's been desperate and rushing to get back and everything, and then he's had this setback. So we just want him to have a clear run at the next few months and make sure that he gets it just right for the summer, because he's been so unlucky for the last couple of seasons, and he's devastated really with missing the year first of all, and then coming back and then being out again. But he's got to look beyond this season now and get ready for next pre-season.
Back here, how do you utilise the next few days ahead of Leyton Orient on Tuesday?
Well, the lads who play tonight will be resting, and the last thing we can do is risk any more injuries. Training wise, we're getting injuries in training, in games, everything. So lads those who played will have a little breather over the weekend, and then we'll train and travel down to Orient on Monday and have a go at them.
Thank you.
Pleasure.